everybody, and today we are organizing something that I've been needing to organize better for a while. All of my bag charms. Like a lot of other people, I have become obsessed with bag charms. I love a stuffy if you cannot tell. And I have more charms than this, and my cork board is running out of room. I figured today we optimize this part of my house and make this the bag decorating area. Right now you can see I have a lot of bag charms, but let me get you some more. 1 second. Can't forget my Christmas guy. I collected the entire BTS McDonald's set that I will be turning into keychains that I need to store somewhere. So here's what the plan is. I bought these IKEA pegboards that I'm going to use to replace the cork board. I ended up buying 2 different sizes because I wasn't really sure which one I'm going to want, whether it be the skinnier but taller or the wider, but I only have one of these, so have a bunch of accessories for it. I'm really hoping I bought enough stuff. While we're here, might as well give you a tour of all my bag charms. So these are the Labubu's I have. Yes, I have 3. I love them all. I got this one. This was actually my first Labubu ever. I paid way too much money for it. And then these 2 were a birthday gift from my friend Alina. So thank you, Alina. Then I got this in Australia. I love Stitch like so much. I also got the pineapple one, which is the cutest one in my opinion, so very happy about that. These are all of my BT21 keychains. If you can't tell, I love BTS, so I had to get these guys. Here's another BTS one. This is for all the New Jean fans. May New Jeans never die. We got Toothless and we got Shy Guy, who I'm obsessed with. Got Calcifer from Spirited Away. Then I do have 2 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty collabs. Oh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Sanrio. So these are everything to me. Some Disney keychains. This one my friend got from Shanghai Disneyland. Apparently she's really rare. I think she's so cute, so I love her. Got a Stitch boombox that my friend Jamie gave me. Then I got this Pua because Pua's the best, so that's all I'm gonna say. I have this Stitch bag that holds my Heeley wheels. Yes, I do own Heelys as a grown woman. I got this capybara and this kangaroo from Australia. Then I have a Niffler as well because I also forgot that there were some stuffies that I wanted to make into keychains. So I brought my Shooky out that I want to make into a keychain. And then if you can't see over here, I have some Disney little stuffies that I want to make into a keychain. So these might still be stored here because these Baymaxes fit so nicely on my little stand here, but we'll see. I also have hanging here all of these sets of like harder charms that I'll use to make keychain stacks. So we're gonna just, okay. What I love about keychains getting popular is it gives room for those who are trinket collectors. And I love me a little trinket. Ah! Ow, what was that? Oh, that was a push pin that went into my foot. That f***ing hurt. Well, good thing I'm caught up on my shots. Okay, so this is option 1. It basically just replaces the cork board. I'm like kind of worried there's not gonna be enough space. Or we go super vertical. Because here's what I'm planning. I want the top row to have as many of the big guys as possible because they take up so much space. I want the keychains that look like this, or look like this, or look like the Kageyama keychain that I bought definitely on AliExpress and hoping in 2 weeks it's actually legit and not fake, to sit on top. Then I want all of these kind of guys, the more medium, small ones to be hanging in a rainbow order so that I could easily pick out which ones to help with my keychain stack. And then I want all of these guys here, kind of like the filler ones, to kind of be towards the bottom because I tend to pull more of them when I'm styling my bag. I want to have the chains available too, easy for me to see. And then at the bottom, I want to hang some of my most common bags so I can just like pick it up and go. Okay, I'm gonna open the packet and see what we need. Something you may be wondering is, hey, where is this located in your place? And it's actually right by the door I use to leave my place. You notice I call this series House Optimization, or hoeing around, if you will, because it makes more sense for me as I'm leaving my place to go and decorate my bag here, then bring my bag all the way to where my closet is, which is on the second floor of this place, and decorate it up there to bring it down. For me, it just makes more sense to, as I leave, decorate my bag, put my necessities in my bag before I leave the house. What the fuck is this? Be like, hey Luna, did you measure to make sure this was in the middle of the wall? No, I'm going off of pure vibes. Now, for those who don't hang a lot of stuff on walls, let me give you some pro tips. This is putting holes in your walls, so like, probably not the most apartment friendly version. However, I'm always team you can patch a hole. So if you're willing to do that, this is for you. When you hang stuff that's gonna be really heavy, what I recommend is actually getting something with a wall anchor. So you'll see I have this plastic bit here, and I actually have a screw here. When you hang things on the wall, if you just use a screw, the plaster doesn't hold stuff well. This thing, I don't know how heavy it is, but with all the stuff I'm gonna put in it, I would rather be safe than sorry, especially because this is the wall with my TV on it. Where'd the other guy go? Ow! That was right on my toe. I don't like being a klutz. I just am one. Oh my God! Exactly where you need. Hell yeah! I'll never forget one time I built an IKEA dresser all by myself. First of all, almost slammed my body into a million pieces by trying to get one of the boards over my head. And then second is, I have never broken out in a sweat so badly before in my life. Trying to build a dresser as one person was an actually insane idea, and I have no idea why I thought it was doable. Well, I take it back. It was doable. I did it. But at what cost? Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna spend a couple minutes and lay out what I have to see what's gonna work versus what's not going to. Something annoying that I just found out is the lengths of here are not big enough so you can put two in a row. Will you be long enough? Okay, yeah, that is what, oh wait, maybe, maybe it does fit two across. Let's see, are you gonna work? Yes! Okay, I did not think that was gonna work so well. Cool. Well, let's first see how many of these guys would fit up there, because I would want the bigger. Okay, we put Stitch, we put Shooky, and the Capiaro. Okay, that's what I was thinking the problem was gonna be with the kind of bigger animals like the Labubus or my Koya, is like they're not massive, like comparison, if you've never gotten one of these Miniso ones before, this is a Labubu. Keep in mind, I'm a small person, so like this is already kind of big. This is how big Stitch is. He's massive. So I'm considering these like medium and these larges, and the large ones are just so big, they like take up 4 of these little things. So I'm also realizing that I wanted to use these as well for the little BTS characters. That's at least what my idea was, and it's funny because that was my idea, but I only bought 2 of them. But we'll figure it out. So first, let's see if these 2 are spaced well enough to store Labubus next to each other. So we have this guy, we have this guy. I'll say that works pretty well. I'm wondering now if I can hang the chains, because my original thought was, again, like laying them down, but if I'm already having these things, could I make that look stylistic instead of just like hanging there? Now, if you're wondering if this is how I think, the answer is yes, this is how I think. So welcome to a part anytime I do a project where I'm doing an assessment of what I like and what I don't like. Because here's the thing. Through my experimentation, I found out that these hooks can be right by one of these trays, which is great. These guys take up so much space for only holding one thing. So I'm not crazy about that. I also don't like how with all the little BTS guys here, how they cover all of my favorite charms. I really hope I don't have to go to IKEA again, because going to IKEA is a pain in the ass here. Maybe I have too many bag charms? I don't want to admit it, but I do have a lot. I'm gonna figure this out though. Okay, I think I've made more progress. So, first of all, tip, if you ever go to IKEA and you're looking for these things, make sure you check the back. This one has one like angular thing, slightly twisted. It is so hard to get on this thing. So just keep that in mind. Now, here is where the genius begins. I realized, experimenting around, you can put this tray and then one of these hooks directly next to each other. Two of the prongs are sharing a hole. And that's helping me out quite a bit. So I'm like, okay, we can have the big guys over here where they can be on the little round things. Anyway, I'm thinking, here's my strategy. Here's my strategy. Big guys will go in here, saving a spot for my Kageyama keychain that is coming in the mail in 2 weeks. Then other big guys over here. I gotta find one more area to put big guys. I'm thinking I'm putting one more down here so the big guys can kind of drag a little bit into the purse domain. And then organizing my plastic ones up here and then all my mini ones going down here. Or not mini, like small keychains. That's the current plan. I'm gonna put it in motion and then we're gonna come back and see. Okay, now that I think I have the relative plan, I'm going to fill up the board and then we're gonna see what little adjustments we need to make. All right, I did some last minute arranging and I'm absolutely obsessed with the way this looks. Let me give you the final tour of all my keychains. So how I decided to lay it out with all the stuff that I had, I ended up putting big guys at the bottom here and the top there. That way all of my Labubus can stay together. And then anything else that's larger can go down here. My mega sized ones can all sit up here, which is really nice because they're so chubby that I can like layer them back and forth, and hopefully, if I get another big one besides the one I already ordered, it'll fit up there. The other challenge I had was my BTS figurines. So if you got all the McDonald's big figurines, one of these trays fits 12 of them, not 14, so you can't display the whole set, but it's enough to put 90% of them here and then put the other two somewhere else. So that's what I did. I think long-term, I'm gonna find a way to do a little booster in the back so you can see all their faces, but this was so nice and so exciting to know it works. I ended up putting two all the way across that has all of my normal-ish sized keychains, which is really fun. I did them in as rainbow as I can, and hilariously enough, I'm not a pink girly. I have way more pink stuff than I even thought I did. That just means I need to get more in other colors. I ended up putting two bag hooks here. Let's see, the last section I have is here, which is gonna be all of my more plasticky charms or little charm animals. Yeah, let me show you how I style some of these. If you don't have these O-ring clasps from Amazon, they're so helpful if you want to add chains to your bag without, damaging the bag strip. I got a pack of them for like $5 off of Amazon. Highly recommend. I have my chain. I put the chain on the bag and I actually did a little loop because it didn't end where I like it. I like where it ends here. Before it was dripping below the bag, so I wasn't crazy about that. I'm gonna do blue, white, and silver. I try to pick one or two colors to be consistent in with my bag charms, and because this bag's already blue, I'm gonna try to avoid putting blue on it already because I don't have a blue that really matches this one. This La Boo Boo time. Now that we got that cream there, I'm gonna throw on some more. I wanna balance this side out with a chunk over here. And so I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna grab this guy because again, sticking to the one big guy rule. I'm gonna put, like if my cinnamon roll was actually a keychain right now, I would be totally putting on it. Actually, wait, I totally can't make it a keychain. I come from an immigrant family, so I save everything. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Hell yeah. I'm obsessed. I love, it's great. I'm so glad I've taken care of this, and now it just gives me more reason to go and maybe get more keychains. There's always room down here. Thank you everybody for watching this video and the first episode of Home Optimization. I plan on doing more of these episodes so we can keep hoeing around. And I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.